What's up, everybody? Mark from RBI Breaks. It is 11:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. We are about to break a 2021 Bowman Mega 10-box break. This is BM number 3. I have the list up there. It's also posted on the post if everybody knows what team that they have. You can, if you don't know, there it is. You can always ask me. I'll tell you, and it's also in the comments of the original post so that everybody knows who they have. Check here, make sure we're good. The way we're going to do this break, this is our first 10 boxer. So same thing, I'm going to break all 10 boxes down into packs so we can get the packs in front of us. I'll do the base packs first, save the mega exclusive packs for the end, and obviously pull all the hits, sleeve, and put into the gradable card savers, the top 5. That's about it. Anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, you can throw them up in the chat real quick. I just want to mention I just listed for next weekend on eBay because it's really too hard to price out a PYT for the group. It's honestly too hard. It's too hard. It's much easier to do a random and to fill a random in the Facebook only group. The PYT, I tried pricing it out, and it's too broad of a spectrum, and I don't. It'd just be really tough to fill through the Facebook group. But for next weekend, I have. So if you want to PYT it, you are. I have. Let me look at my schedule here so I don't lie to you. They're all live. And I'll put the link to the eBay up in the chat. So I have this correct. On Friday, we're doing a PYT. This is on eBay, so you can bid on whatever teams you want. On Friday, I'm going to break another 5-box mega. On Saturday, they're all going to break at midnight too. On Saturday, I'm going to break a half a case of the value packs with the camos. So that's a 54-pack. Break, and each pack has 5. Well, yes, each value pack has 5 camos in it, so there's quite a bit of camos in that. And then on Sunday, because it's a holiday, on Monday, I figured we could run a later one at midnight. I'm going to do a 10-box mega PYT. Again, these are on eBay. I'm going to throw the link up real quick, so if anybody wants to see it, because they all should be live right now. Copy. That's not it. That's it. That is the eBay link in the chat. If you want to bid on your PYT teams, there they are. And let me see here. Current top 5. Current top 5 are, anytime we hit a chrome, they're going to go on gradable card savers as Maximo Acosta, Kevin Alcantara, Blaze Jordan, Austin Martin, Aaron Sabato. Those are the top 5 that will be put in gradable card savers in a chrome form, in paper form. Blaze Jordan and Austin Martin will be put in a top loader. All the other ones will be sleeved, of course. Every Bowman chrome first will be sleeved. Every Bowman Chrome first Mega or Mojo will be sleeved and top loaded. And then, of course, all hits will be top loaded. And if one of them's grade worthy, well, if it's one of the names or a bigger hit, I'll put it in a card saver because you're going to get a heck of a return in grade form. So that is those. Might as well start ripping these boxes. Anybody has any other questions, comments, concerns? Throw them up in the chat. I'm going to do my best to keep up with everybody. I wish everybody the best of luck. Keep my list here so I know who hit what. At the end, I put in the post, I'll be randoming off 5 of the Prospect Onyx Vintage on-card autos. It'll be the top 5 teams, and then I'll post the top 5 teams along with, well, the picture is there, but I'll put it along with it. And it can go in draft order, and doesn't need to be done tonight. You could do it as you see it. So the top team will get first pick, the second team will get second pick, and so on and so forth for those 5 autos. All right, and I lost my razor blade. I found it. All right, we're good. So again, I am going to open the boxes, get the packs out. We'll do the base packs first altogether, and then we'll do the Mojo exclusive packs at the end. Need to lower the camera so we got it. Just a reminder, as everybody knows, I don't have the product cam up tonight because I just kept the product in front of the grandstand, so I rip it down so I don't have to reach over and hit my rib cage on the table every 5 seconds. But the overhead cam is still on, so you can still see everything. Everything, of course, always stays on camera. Security tag. Let's see. So far we got, I see Bob in the chat, Ricky in the chat, Blake in the chat, Matt in the chat. James in the chat. If it's your first time seeing the megas being broke or haven't been able to, well, you can't find, obviously you can't find them at Target. They don't sell them anymore. In store, I should say. The base packs have paper, the paper prospects and the paper major league players, and then 2 chrome per pack. They're considered base packs. They don't have the traditional hits or color in the base packs. Everything is in the Mojo packs. So that's the first 5. Let me just double check that we're good. There should be 10 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Mojos. Should be 20 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All right, we're off to a good start. Let me open the next 5. You're still in the, James, at least you're still in the NL East, so. And the crazy thing about Bowman is, I mean, it's prospecting. So again, you're you never know who can pop out at what time. It's, Bowman is more of a longer term hold for some of the not immediate hot players, but you never know who can pop out. I mean, again, if you look at simple things like Luis Robert or Fernando Tatis, they weren't who you were looking for in those years. They weren't the chase players. It goes on and on. Soto, Acuna. I mean, they weren't the chase players initially. So any team is live. Any first Bowman you want. Any first Bowman parallel you want, especially when you get to the Mojos. Bowman is much different than traditional baseball, Series 1 or any of the releases. Alright, let's double check what we got here. These are these. Let's push these back. It should be 10 more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That gives us 20 of the Mojo packs. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20. It gives us 40 of the base packs and 20 of the Mojos. Let me set up my little office here. Yeah, James, I was just saying that to myself. Let me pull out, because again, it's not good. These are not easy to find. Obviously, because they don't sell them in the stores anymore, and online is controlled by not humans, put it that way. Ordering. This is what the front looks like. So it's telling you in each box there are 4 10-card packs, which are the base packs, and then there's 2 exclusive 5-card Chrome packs, which are the Mojo packs. Here are the odds. I will put it in as close as I can. You can obviously pause it, snap it, shot, take a picture. Surprisingly, right here, the Mega Box Auto is only 1 in 15, which isn't bad. Now that's 15 packs. That's not 15 boxes. So it's not really as hard as expected to hit an autograph in this product. Of course, the first 5 we opened, we didn't hit an auto. We hit all color. And then the next 5 we opened, we hit no color and 2 autographs. So it is completely random. But those are the odds there. And that is what we're breaking. So without further ado, I got to set up my sponges because I got piles of everything. First Bowman's. Get my focus on, and let's hit something. Let's hit something to talk about. Let's hit something to tweet at Topps with. And in case anybody doesn't know, the only place to get these are Target. They're Target exclusive. Topps doesn't sell them. You can't get them through Topps website. You can't. It's a Target exclusive card. So, yeah, these are sponge worthy. All right, like I said, I'm going to start with the base packs, and we'll do the Mojos next. I'm gonna go down. We'll do what do I got? 40 of these. I'll do 10 at a time. There. All right, let me bring the camera down a hair. Bring the light up a little bit here. We'll play with that and see how that looks. Take autofocus off so we can see them. And here we go. Again, these are the base packs, so that's too dark. To me, that's too dark. On my end, that's too dark. That's way too dark. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Again, all cards do ship. We don't keep paper. Everybody bought in. I don't know why they don't ship paper, but all cards ship. I'm not going to get into that. That'll put me down a wormhole I don't want to get into right now. Paper prospects. Chromes, Tyler Soderstrom for the Athletics. Ivan Johnson. I got to move my piles. Already I'm messing my sponges up. So any first, like I said, is going to go get sleeved. Chrome, any Chrome first gets sleeved. Any Chrome, it's not Chrome, any Mojo first will get sleeve and top loaded. So papers. It's not a first, but it's a Dominguez, Jason Dominguez, or a Jason Dominguez, depending on who wants to say what. Montero, Chrome for the Cardinals. Papers. Nick Lofton for the Royals. Vavra for the Rockies, Chrome. Wander paper. Amaya for the Cubs. And Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals, Chrome. Papers. Jared Kelly first. Chrome, Forrest Whitley, and Dax Fulton. Severino first, paper, prospect. Papers. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets, Chrome. Nick Allen for the Athletics, Chrome. Prospects, paper. Lodolo Chrome, and a Pugero Chrome for the Pirates. I know it's not a first, but there's a pretty good market for this card. Paper Prospects. Chrome Taglia for the Rockies, and another Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals. Paper Prospects. Chrome Daniel Lynch for the Royals, and Dax Fulton again for the Marlins. Paper Prospects. Chrome Dalquist for the White Sox, and a Trent DeVoe first for the Angels. All right. Rip open the next 10 packs. Yeah, man, I mean, again, I haven't looked into it. I heard both, well, I don't want to call them stories because I know they're not stories. I heard information. Somebody told me he's in like 2016. He has a first in 2016. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know. It might not be 16, it might be 17. But I'm talking like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, they're saying he had a first. So, that's as far as I looked into it. That's why I pull them. All right, here we go. Paper. Chrome Trevor Larnach for the Twins. Chrome Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. Paper Prospects. Here's Topps Collation hard at work. Daniel Lynch for the Royals, and a Yolbert Sanchez for the White Sox. Chrome first. Paper Prospects. Dalquist for the White Sox, Chrome. Cavaco for the Twins, Chrome. Paper Prospects. Diaz, Veen. Chrome Soderstrom for the Athletics. And an Addison Reyes, Chrome first for the Detroit Tigers. Prospects. Choi first, Mania first. Chrome Perdomo for the Diamondbacks, and Liberatore for the Cardinals. Prospects paper. Paper. Chrome Richardson for the Blue Jays and Luis Garcia for the Philadelphia Phillies. Paper prospects. DeVoe first. There's a Bobby Witt Chrome. For the Royals. And a Wander Franco Chrome for the Rays. Yeah, Brandon, I mean, to be completely honest with you, I didn't look at it. I'm sure a quick eBay search would probably solve it, but I do think that it is. I mean, it leans towards to being. I mean, I didn't look how old he was, but 2016 or 2017 doesn't make any sense. I doubt I highly doubt he was 14 years old when he had his first card. Paper prospects. Chrome Shane Baz for the Rays and Jackson Kowar for the Royals. These must have came out of Kansas City so far because I feel like I see everything from Kansas City. Prospect paper. Brett Beatty for the Mets, or Batty, depending on where we're at. Foscue for the Rangers. Paper prospects. Hey, finally we get a card to put in a sleeve. Blaze Jordan paper first. For the Red Sox. Chrome Rutledge and Bayron Lora, Nationals and the Rangers. Paper prospects. Next 10. Okay, so they're selling like the, yeah, I mean, and then more than like, I mean, when I heard it, it didn't sound right to me, obviously, to be, I've never seen any of his other cards, and then to be that far away in the distance of 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it didn't make much sense, but I did hear someone mention it, but I never looked into it, so I took it as absolute face value and nothing more. Maybe these are Kansas City or in Tampa. I'm not sure where these boxes came out of so far. Brujan for the Rays, Chrome. Cavaco for the Twins, Chrome. Paper prospects. Kirby for the Mariners Chrome, and Hunter Bishop for the Giants Chrome. Prospects, Ramirez first for the Angels paper. Bobby Miller Chrome for the Dodgers. Bryson Stott for the Phillies. Prospects, Severino first paper. Joe Adell, Brian Hayes paper. Athletics, Robert Puason and Montero for the Cardinals. Prospects, Sanchez first paper. Chrome, Taylor Trammell for the Mariners and Vavra for the Rockies. Prospect paper. Chrome, Alec Thomas for the Diamondbacks. And that's a nice one. De La Rosa is climbing the board. In fact, I was going to put him on the top 5. We're going to make him number 6. I didn't feel like typing out a new paper. But I think he's closing in on those top 5 guys. De La Rosa, Bowman first, Chrome for the Nationals. Paper prospects. Back to Tampa Bay. Nick Bitsko, Chrome, and Josh Jung for the Rangers. Prospects, paper. George Kirby for the Mariners. Mackenzie Gore for the Padres. Chrome. Paper. Woods Richardson for the Blue Jays. Isaiah Green for the Mets. Paper prospects. Cody Hosey for the Angels. And a Gilbert Sanchez for the White Sox Chrome. Paper prospects. Reyes first. All right. Last 10 base packs, and then we get into the good stuff. All right, here we go with the last 10. Now the base packs are just paper and chrome. They have no parallels, no autos in the base. Everything like on those odd pack odds are all the Mojo cards. They have all the color, the autos, photo variations, everything. Because these are 10 card packs. They're usually 12 card packs. They don't even have like the insert cards, like the rookie of the year favorites. None None of that. Paper prospects. Adley Chrome for the Orioles. On pile. Green Chrome for the Mets. Prospects. Another Adley Chrome for the Orioles. And a Chrome first Addison Reyes for the Tigers. Prospect papers. Chrome, Jonathan India for the Reds, and Liberatore for the Cardinals for the fourth time, I think. Paper. Chrome, Bobby Miller, and Pete Crow Armstrong for the Dodgers and the Mets. Acosta paper for the Rangers. Dominguez for the Yankees. Chrome. Luis Garcia for the Phillies. Chrome. Paper. Paper, Jared Kelly, Chrome first for the White Sox. Luciano for the Giants, Chrome. Paper prospects, another Blaze Jordan. Paper for the Red Sox. Paper Chrome Callahan for the Reds and Beard for the White Sox. Paper Chrome Reed Detmers for the Angels. And nice Chrome first Nick Maton or Matan. Again, if it's Jason or Jason. For the Phillies, paper prospects. Chrome, Bryce Charang for the Brewers, Xavier Edwards for the Rays. Paper, Chrome, Patrick Bailey for the Giants, and C.J. Abrams for the Padres, and paper. All right, that does it for the base packs. Let me get this cleaned up, and we'll make room here for our Mojos. Gonna put them over there for now. All right, I'm just going to go one by one with these. I'm going to set up my stations and make sure that I'm going to pull from the base of the pack that way, so we're going to pull them that way. All right, here we go. This is what we came for. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to open it so we don't see the back card. And we'll start off with a Wander Franco mojo for the Rays. Things are going to go berserk when he's called up, and well, not when he's called up. Well, he's going to be called up soon. But when they release his card, which I'm going to guess is 2022 Series 1, I'm not going to say I know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's when it is. And here we go with this looks like a good first pack. We're off to a good start. Good first pack. Nice Chrome De La Rosa as I throw the card saver. I'm sorry, it's not Chrome. We're past Chrome. We're in Mojo now. Nice Mojo De La Rosa. First, Bowman first for the Nationals to go along with your Chrome. That's what I meant to say. And then we might as well jump from De La Rosa to Blaze Jordan. Mojo first for the Boston Red Sox. Nice hit there for the Red Sox. Emerson Hancock mojo for the who's he for? The Mariners. And Choi first for the Dodgers. Again, any first will be sleeved and top loaded. All right, let's keep it going. Oh yeah, that's right. They did trade Adames. '22 Series 1. Look for it. Order it now because it's going to go crazy. Francisco Alvarez for the Mets. George Kirby for the Mariners. Nice Alec Bohm. We're running out of sleeves here. Nice Alec Bohm, Rookie of the Year favorites for the Philadelphia Phillies. I always look for a number because it's so hard to, in the reflection, sometimes it looks like a different shimmer, but it's not. And here we go. We'll keep it moving with a Alcantara. For the Yankees. Bowman first mojo. And a Jared Kelly first for the Chicago White Sox. Mojo. All right, let's keep it moving with a Spencer Torkelson on the top. Hold on 1 second, Spencer. All right, we're back. Nice torque. Mojo for the Tigers. Ivan Johnson. Chrome. They're not chrome. Ivan Johnson first. Mojo for the Reds. Another first Severino for the Twins. Mojo. Two there. Xavier Edwards for the Rays. Mojo. And Royce Lewis for the Twins. Mojo. All right. Couldn't hit anything in the base packs, but we'll hit all the rookies in the Mojos. Nice Maximo Acosta for the Rangers. Bowman first. Mojo for the Rangers. I don't like how crooked that is. Now we're good. Zach Veen for the Rockies. Rookie of the Year favorites, Andre Jimenez for the Indians. So they updated his card there. But in the base, they still have him on the Mets. Interesting. Rosario for the Red Sox. Mojo. And Nolan Jones for the Indians. Mojo. Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks. Cavaco for the Twins. Rookie of the Year favorites, Joey Bart for the Giants. Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals. And Anthony Volpe for the Yankees. Hunter Bishop for the Giants. Austin Hendrick for the Reds. Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. Again, I always think these are numbered, but it's not. Jared Kelenic for the Mariners. And Emerson Hancock for the Mariners. Austin Hendrick again for the Reds. We have a Aqua. Jared Kelly first. Number out of 225 Mojo for the White Sox. That is number 168 out of 225. Futurist Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. Mets, Brett Beatty. And for the Nationals, Cade Cavalli. Ed Howard for the Cubs, second year. Mojo. Heston Kjerstad, second year. I don't know if it's not really second year. Sorry. Second card, Mojo. Rookie of the Year for the Marlins, Jazz Chisholm. Nolan Gorman. I think I've seen Nolan Gorman about 25 times so far for the Cardinals. And Anthony Volpe for the Yankees. Hunter Bishop for the Giants. Jake Vogel first for the Dodgers. Mojo. Rookie of the Year favorite, Sixto Sanchez for the Marlins. Salesi for the Royals, Mojo. And Xavier Edwards for the Rays, Mojo. Mick Abel for the Phillies, Bowman first, Mojo. Balazovic, is that what that says? Twins people? And the result of a trade, Ed Howard Inc., Chicago Cubs. Won't fight that one. We'll grab another one. There you go, Cubbies. Ed Howard on-card Mojo autograph for the Chicago Cubs. Royce Lewis for the Twins, and Rosario for the Red Sox. All right, that puts us halfway through the Mojo packs. Here we go with the next 10, final 10. Jeter Downs for the Red Sox. Jonathan India for the Reds. Futurist, Reed Detmers for the Angels. Francisco Alvarez for the Mets. And George Kirby for the Mariners. J.J. Bleday for the Marlins. Drew Waters for the Braves. Rookie of the Year favorites, Nick Madrigal for the White Sox. Nick Lodolo for the Reds. And Christian Robinson for the Diamondbacks. Everybody wants to stick together here. Jake Vogel, first mojo for the Dodgers. Another Mick Abel for the Philadelphia Phillies. Bowman first. Color for the Red Sox, Nick York. So the Red Sox thought maybe it was a Blaze, but this is, I don't know what color I call this. I mean, it looks pink to me. We're gonna call it pink. It's out of 199. It is number 176 out of 199. Pink mojo, Nick York for the Boston Red Sox. Fuchsia. My bad. Fuchsia. Josh Jung for the Rangers. And Montero for the Cardinals. Stop sticking together. The wrong Jordan Balazovic for the Twins. Ramos for the Giants. Rookie of the Year favorites for the Indians, Tristan McKenzie. Always looking for a number on these, but they're not numbered. I mean, they are numbered, but that one's not numbered. Tristan Casas for the Red Sox. And Josiah Gray for the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, they complicate even colors. I mean, let's just get it down to a standard color palette. Ismael Mina, Bowman first mojo for the Padres. Ronnie Mauricio for the Mets. Here's a Christian Pache, Rookie of the Year favorites for the Atlanta Braves. Again, I always think that I see like a shimmer of color, but I could tell by the cardstock. It's not numbered. Antonio Gomez, first for the Yankees. And a Garrett Mitchell for the Brewers. Miguel Amaya for the Cubs. Forrest Whitley for the Astros. Asa Lacy for the Royals. Marco Luciano for the Giants. And Perdomo for the Diamondbacks. Another Forrest Whitley for the Astros. Hunter Green for the Cincinnati Reds. Rookie of the Year favorites for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. Emerson Hancock for the Mariners. And a Choi for first for the Dodgers. Matthew Liberatore for the Cardinals. Robert Poussin for the Athletics. Futurist Garrett Mitchell for the Brewers. Another nice Kevin Alcantara. First Mojo for the Yankees. And a Jared Kelly first for the White Sox. I don't have all my normal size sleeves. As always, at the end, I'll do a recap. We still got 2 Mojo packs left, and then I'll randomize the 5 autos to the 30 teams. Bryson Stott for the Phillies. Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. Grayson Rodriguez for the Orioles. And Robert Hassel for the Padres. All right, here we go with the last Mojo pack. Trent DeVoe for the Angels. First Bowman Mojo. Made the Blue Jays owner wait to the last pack to hit the Austin Martin Mojo. Let's settle in there. There you go. Rookie of the Year Favorites for the Indians, again, Tristan McKenzie. Another Spencer Torkelson mojo for the Tigers. And then Ivan Johnson, first Bowman mojo for the Cincinnati Reds. All right, let me clean this up real quick, and we will do a recap, and then we will random off. I'm not worried about that. Mojos. These are our inserts. Recap. These are all mojos. Bobby Witt Jr., Alec Bohm for the Phillies. Mojo, obviously Bobby Witt for the Royals. Alec Bohm for the Phillies. Christian Pache for the Braves. Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. And an Ed Howard for the Cubs. Bowman Chromes, not mojos. All these are Bowman firsts. Nick Maton for the Phillies. Jared Kelly first for the White Sox. Jason Dominguez for the Yankees. Maxima Acosta paper first for the Rangers. Addison Reyes first for the Tigers. Adley Rushman ×2. Gilbert Sanchez, Chrome first for the White Sox. Wander Franco, Chrome. Bobby Witt Jr., Chrome. Addison Reyes again first. Gilbert Sanchez again first. Trent DeVoe first. Peguero, we're going to call it a first. Even though it's not, but we know it is, but we know. It doesn't say it, but Peguero. Dominguez for the Yankees, and Ivan Johnson for the Reds. Actually, I'm going to throw this Peguero in a top loader. All right. Recap on the, let me do these. Non-first mojos. Spencer Torkelson for the Detroit Tigers ×2 mojos. And a Wander Franco mojo for the Rays. First Bowman mojos for the Reds, Ivan Johnson. For the Angels, Trent DeVoe. For the White Sox, Jared Kelly. For the Dodgers, Choi. For the Yankees, Gomez. For the Padres, Mina. For the Phillies, Mick Abel. For the Dodgers, Jake Vogel. For the Phillies, Mick Abel again. And for the Dodgers, Jake Vogel again. Severino for the Twins. Ivan Johnson for the Reds. Another Jared Kelly for the White Sox. And another Choi for the Dodgers. Again, they're all Bowman first mojos. Of our rookies, we'll call them top 6, even though there's 5 here. For the Red Sox, Blaze Jordan, we hit 2 Bowman first papers and a nice Blaze Jordan first mojo. De La Rosa, we hit 1 Chrome first and 1 Mojo first for the Nationals. Maximo Acosta, we hit a first Mojo for the Rangers. For the Yankees, we hit Kevin Alcantara times 2, both Mojos, both Bowman firsts for the Yankees. And then we hit, in the last pack, the Austin Martin Bowman first mojo for the Blue Jays. Color, we hit a fuchsia or a pink, I don't know, tomato, out of 199, Nick York for the Red Sox. And I'm going to go with aqua, might be a different color again, but out of 225, which is a weird number, a Jared Kelly first, Bowman first for the White Sox. And then we hit 1 ink on card mojo for the Cubs, Ed Howard. Nice card. All right. Can't see them, but they're here. There's a picture I'm on there. I got 5 autos that I'm going to throw in the randomizer. The top 5 teams get them. I'll list them. We'll do it like a draft order. First team gets the pick, second team gets the pick after that, so on and so forth. Just try and pick in a timely fashion so I get these things packed up and sorted over the next day or 2. I can get them out with the packages. All right, let me switch over. What am I doing here? I need the teams. Can't switch over yet. We're not ready. Let me get my list of teams. OpenRandom.org. Send you over to that screen. All right, again, if anybody hasn't heard or doesn't know by now, RBI always randomizes everything 9 times. 9, the number is 9, it's always 9. 999. Those are the teams in alphabetical order. We're going to go 9 times. The top 5 teams get 5 cards, and it'll go in order to pick. And 9. There it is. 9. Number 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Dodgers, Angels, Marlins, Cardinals, Astros. Dodgers, Angels, Marlins, Cardinals, Astros. So I'm going to put that right here. That's the order. I'm going to put the pictures of the cards underneath of it so everybody can choose. Not sure what that. Why I want to give me a smiley face, but we're good with that. Draft style. And there it is. Dodgers get first pick, Angels get second pick, Marlins get third pick, Cardinals get fourth pick, Astros get whoever the other 4 didn't pick. I want to thank everybody for one, just being part of the group, being involved in the group means a lot. I'm going to keep trying to get more hard to get product. Obviously, it is hard to get. Things that are exclusive like this, obviously, I am not buying direct from Target. I don't have an account with Target. I am getting it on a secondary market just because everyone has to, because you can't get 85 boxes from Target. So to be completely transparent, we are definitely not paying retail price to get these in. So I know it's not a cheap break, especially compared to Series 1, but we like to be able to bring some retail product that is outside of the norm in here as much as we can. So we'll do it as much as we can. Again, if anybody is interested in a PYT, I have a 5-box mega break up for a Friday night break, and I have a 10-box mega PYT mega box break up for Sunday night. And then if you want to go after the camos, I have a half a case breaking Saturday night. Once again, thanks everybody. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.